What them haters talking about?
What's up, family? A bar in Jersey City, New Jersey is already racking up a bad reputation for displaying a dress code that many people consider to be racist. The Ashford is a highly anticipated addition to the up-and-coming area, but its debut seems to have fallen flat during the first week based on some bad reviews. And although a number of people have posted some semi-flattering comments about the food and the interior of the speakeasy-style eatery, others couldn't get past a sign that was posted outside of its front door. Confused with the dress code, a Yelp reviewer named Sam K. wrote, "My blonde female friend was allowed in with loose sweatpants, but for some reason, the other guys in our group who happened to be black and wearing normal-looking pants, or at least we thought they were not allowed in and told by the bouncer they do not let people with pajamas in." Sam went on to write that the official dress code was not hung outside the restaurant until after their visit, and that only stirred up more confusion as it stated no gym sneakers, even though some white men within the group had been granted entry wearing just that. Let's face it, this is going to be one of those places. So if you're into that, you'll have a blast, Sam wrote. If you're not, there's plenty of fun places in JC to choose from beyond the first couple blocks of Newark Avenue without racist and sexist policies. Turns out Sam isn't alone in his interpretation of the Ashford, with one Yelp user going on to say, they may as well have a sign displayed that reads, "Whites only." Did somebody say deja vu? I saw multiple white guys not adhering to the dress code in the establishment. Reviewer J.M. wrote, "Wouldn't give this place my business again. Steer clear of this place. It's obviously a very closed-minded and segregated establishment. Not to mention completely racist, homophobic, sexist," another person wrote. "I'm not sure how long a place like this can operate in a community that values diversity and inclusion." The bar's co-owner, Kenny Cofield, didn't respond immediately to media requests, but he did tell NJ Advanced Media that it was an oversight. It had nothing to do with race whatsoever. It was an oversight. You're busy. You're not paying attention to every detail. You're going 100 miles an hour. The sign was made up and it wasn't reviewed properly. It was put out and it was rectified straight away. This is what he told the news outlet. Yeah, I know it was put out and rectified right away. Well, he said straight away, which means he's probably like from somewhere in the UK. They say straight away. But anyway, what y'all think about this? Was this just an oversight, or was dude practicing some good old-fashioned racism in America? Boy, you know, racism is as cultural to America as baseball and apple pie and Chevrolet. In fact, America should start off, any type of cultural thing we got, it should start off with racism. Because America do racism better than anybody in the world. I think the dude is lying. That was a very large play curtain. Ain't no way you can miss all of that language. You gotta, even if you miss one or two things, you gotta pick up on it. Look, when you first open a restaurant, you pay a lot of attention to detail. I mean, everything counts. The placement of the silverware, how the chairs are sitting, the color, the decor in the bathroom. You know, you're looking at the napkins, you know, the shape of the napkins. Everything matters. You know, you making sure the glass don't have any kind of streak on it and everything. You're watching. You're watching. He lying. Guarantee he's lying. And despite all of that, Yelp reviews continued to pour in. Negative Yelp reviews. Here's the deal. This guy's restaurant is in a multicultural, multi-ethnic community. He is going to have a hard time trying to survive as the word continued to get out what type of establishment he's running. Now, I do agree with some of the users on Yelp who said, my last time there. That's how I do. Of course, though, you know, I don't let them just get over, though, you know. I'm going to put you on blast and I'm not going back to your establishment. I'm going to shut you down and I'm not going back. Some people say, well, if they don't want you in your place, you know, you shouldn't go. Nah, we're going to stop that, man. We're going to stop that. Look, I'm all for a dress code. I think dress codes are cool. You know, time I like to get a little spiffy, right? But don't have a dress code and then be selective about how you enforce the dress code. That's what the problem is. And I'm going to tell you something. This is why I believe it, because they had a bar like that in Houston. I went there with some friends of mine, and the girls was okay. And when I walked up with my boy, we was right behind them. They didn't know we were together. So it was two girls, and they get in, no problem. We walk up. I'm dressed. I guess I was okay because dude wasn't really leaning on me, but my boy had some jeans on, and they wasn't skinny jeans, and they wasn't all baggied out and all that type of stuff either. But they had a little slack in them. He was like, no, you can't come in. And this place was like situated, the way it was arranged, you could tell, you could see people outside and people walking around the bar and stuff like that. And I'm looking at dudes in there with flip-flops and baggy jeans that's got more slack than he is. So, and my boy was black. So what do you surmise, right? It ain't hard to tell. So I sprung into action. And then when he realized who he was dealing with, he didn't want that problem. And he was like, oh, y'all, yeah, come on. I'm sorry, guys. And da-da-da-da, and all that type of stuff. Needless to say, it was my last time there. I stayed a little while because I went there to visit some friends. And really, I wanted to snoop around a little bit. I didn't want to just leave. I wanted to see what it was about. I wanted to intake. I wanted to get a little bit more evidence, investigate a little bit more, see what the other people who are in there were wearing, and new people that they were letting in. And you better believe they was letting people in with all type of stuff on. So, and this was a predominantly white establishment, just so you'll know. So, yeah, they play this game all the time. You know, it's kind of just like law enforcement. They have a certain level of rules, and for certain people, they let slide. Other people, they enforce the rule. That's how they do it, man. To the owners of that bar, the Ashford, to the bouncers, anybody who work at that establishment who has ever made people feel unwelcome because of the color of their skin. Your mama should be embarrassed and your daddy should have pulled out. No more talk.
What the haters talking about?